Good afternoon on what is a bright, slightly cloudy but warm day. It is Wednesday the 9th of March and I am back in the reading nook with a parcel which I am continuing to delve into, so let's get to it. I have a nice hot cup of tea, of course. And the cat, who is not ours, is sunning himself over there. But inside we will find, well, first off, it's the dice I grabbed for John Card from Mars. Okay, just picked up some bits and pieces. And the next thing for that, already. Okay, let's go on again, spilling those everywhere. Let's move that up properly. So let's move that out of the way. There's another package in here below, so it is a case of delving, so let's move that out of the way. And what I have got here, you said that one, what's that one? Yeah, let's do this one. Conan the Pirate. Okay, so I'm going to move this package out of the way so it's not in everyone's way as I delve into this book. Sorry, getting caught up with all the boxes and books and things. But anyway, Conan the Pirate. This is for Robbie Howard's Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed of core book to use. It's for the 2D20 system, Conan role-playing game, published by Modiphius Entertainment. What the publisher has been doing is taking its cue for the supplements from the particular books of Conan, so Conan the Scout, Conan the Mercenary, and so on, and using the content of that to develop material and background for the role-playing game. So this latest one I'm looking at is Conan the Pirate. So, welcome to the high seas. To the devil with empty seas, we're bound for waters where the seaports are fat and the merchant ships are crammed with plunder. The Hyborian world is home to many dangerous people, and none are more savage, ruthless, or dastardly than its pirates. Are the scourge of the high seas, a menace to civilization itself. These seagoing bandits have their own ways, customs and traditions, and Conan the Pirate explores pirates and the pirate world. Detailed within these pages are the countless ups and downs are the countries up and down the coast of the Western Sea, proud Zingara, wealthy Argos, the western reaches of Shem and Stygia, all the way down to fearsome Kush and the Black Kingdoms. As the setting for pirate-based campaigns, with this volume, Conan characters can embark on campaigns of piracy, plunder, and high adventure. So unsheath your cutlass and ready yourself for a boarding action to seize plunder and glory for your captain and fellow buccaneers. New archetypes such as the mariner, galley slave, merchant captain, and smuggler. Pirate-themed talents, backgrounds and gear allow you to create your own unique pirate characters ready to plunder from the wealthy. A gazetteer covering the coastal kingdoms that Conan raided during his years as a pirate. A guide to running pirate campaigns with all new rules of piracy and plunder, and pirate events describing what happens between adventures. Conan described at the height of his pirate career, along with the crew of the Tigris. Statistics for the ships from the Argosian Byreme to the Zingaran Karak, and a ship-to-ship combat system that allows player characters to pit their own vessels against their enemies on the high seas. Stunning art and maps produced by world-renowned Conan artists, developed with Conan leading scholars. These are the blood-red seas of the Hyborian world, just as Howard created them. So there we go. So we delve into this, and we've got a great action scene on Conan on board the deck of a ship he has boarded, and it's continued on the back, but like all of this book in the series, you open up and you get to see it in full colour inside. So you get the good cover, eye-catching cover, and all the book inside. Nice touch. I do like that they do that with this whole of this series. And then we get into the contents, which essentially contents page, and we have the Conan the Pirate introduction there. Of course, the nice bit of conceit about this is a scholarly piece describing stories in ages past that everyone has forgotten about, which really covers a bit of basically it basically presents the sort of like the gaming context and so on. So then we get onto pirate characters themselves. So we've got pirate homelands and running pirate character crews. And this is backed up with so where are we? We basically cast descriptions, so corsairs, fishers, marine, sailors and traders as your basic cast for your pirate game. And again, this is whether or not you're running a full campaign involving pirates and Conan, or you're running, essentially you want to create a character who is a pirate for the game, general game. So let's look at more detail on this background. Talents such as Call of the Sea, Explorer, Fisher, and so on. We get onto pirate stories again. These are aspects of that are steps in the process of creating characters. So we've got Corsair stories and Fisher stories, marine stories, sailor stories. Essentially random events that the player can roll to help build his character. So, for marine, it might be portrayed by your captain, keel horde, mutineer, no honest path, the short walk, or the pirate road, and so on. And then, same again for trader stories. Before we get on to pirate archetypes, and there's a box here for discussion of sorcery at sea. Essentially, pirates, like most of the folk of the Hyborian Age, have a deep loathing or outright fear of sorcery and those who practice it. Like unintended fire aboard a ship, the presence of magic is avoided at all costs, and rare is the pirate crew that will tolerate any sort of sorcerer in their midst. A sorcery-using character, whether a witch, doctor from the Black Kingdoms, a Stygian priestess of Set, or a Zingaran scholar, should expect a great deal of resistance and distrust. There's the warning. Then we have the archetypes. So we've got galley slave, mariner, merchant captain, and smuggler. And then pirate education's next step, such as adrift, changeman or deserter, envoy, first mate, monster merchant, wounded at sea, outlawed on shore. Next step in the creation of the characters. Pirate stories, so new talents, acrobatics talents, melee talents, and parry talents. So parry talent, for example, we've got the boarding action, melee talent, fighting dirty, before we get to pirate names and new language, pirate code. And pirate, for example, names are just to be short of inspiration, but again, great choices there. And then you've got things like distinguishing features, which you add to the game, add to the character, gear and equipment. So you've got basically a nice image of some scurvy dogs there, and the equipment includes boarding axes, belaying pins, gaffs, boarding pikes, two-handed scimitar, and marlin spikes. That sort of thing, pirate gear, grappling hooks, spy glasses, astrolabes, sort of things they would have, and kits to go with it. So, all there. Before we get into the gazetteer, and we're looking here at the Western Ocean, the various isles like the Isle of the Black Ones, Isle of the Pirates' Doom, Isle of Balsagoth. We've got basically the lands of Singara. So we've got Singara. And basically the same level of detail as in the other books of the series. So he's doing this for each of the settings. They're all slightly different. So this has got almost even more of a Renaissance feel to it with that fencing, that dueling there. And then we've got the Baraka Isles. So those are fairly detailed. Argos, Isle of Argos, land of Argos. An option and basic discussion of things like the Mitran faith in that country, Argosian navy, Argosian army, and so on. Freebooters, city of Messentia, complete with map. And then the southern shores. So it's revisiting, to a certain extent, Shem. But again, looking at it from a nautical point of view, Stygia, so for example coastal Stygia rather than the mainland itself. Kush, the Black Coast, and there isn't a map for those, but let's have a look. So you've actually got the maps there for Stygia and Kush there. I mean, the northern wilds with Vanaheim and the Pictish coast, and that's Corvella Bay. And then on to the Villette Sea before we have events. So immortal events: war at sea, pressed into service, a spy's life for me, against the pirates, pirates unite, Stygia rises in the sea. So there are already personal events that get involved, and there's also natural events like seafood, a typhoon season, the widening gyre, from out of the icy past, and the great old one awakens, and the myth and magic of the seas. So sea cults. And sea hags and spells like flames of the deep, for your evil sorcerers, weave of fate, and then ships of the dead. So it's not all, as they say, plain sailing. And then what's we've got in here? Encounters. So sea dogs and hardies, like the Marine and Marine Sergeant, so they'll be part of the Navy, and we have pirates and Van Raiders, excuse me. Nice, get a nice cup of tea. Okay. Beasts from the depths of the sea, so dolphin, giant crab, giant turtle, things from the Black Coast. All threats that the player characters can face in the pirate campaign. So you have shark and whale, including a really fantastic image of someone taking on a shark. Yeah, no, it's utterly scary. But you've got monkey as a minion. It's just brilliant. You can say, forget the pirates. The pirates can have a monkey. Everyone's going to want their own monkey. And monstrous foes include black octopuses, black ones, and more black strangers, giant hyenas, ghost ship sailors, the Kraken as a nemesis. There's an image of Conan being grappled by the Kraken. And then famous pirates. So, taken from the fiction. And these are, basically, we've got Captain Zakarawa or Black Zorano, essentially as in there as nemesis, essentially, as rivals or threats to the characters. Then we get onto the Tigress. So this is describing Conan's own ship. And then hither came Conan, and here we have his history, basically just covering his history during his times as a pirate, and that's supported by his character sheet. And the way of the pirates, so here we're talking about pirate organisations. That might be the Red Brotherhood, the Cigar freebooters, and then pirates, privateers, and freebooters, and essentially. And the particular roles of types of pirates. So it does explain what the difference is between a buccaneer, a corsair, a freebooter, a pirate privateer, that sort of thing, reaver. That's really useful because sometimes they are interchangeable, but they can be quite specific in their role. And then just covering sort of like all the sea's wealth, whether that's on the shipping lanes and pillaging and plunder, a road of slaughter, making one's mark, and we've got tables for creating encounters. So it's just basically, for creating a plunder, basic cargoes, exotic goods, and so on to be found. The pirate code, and because that's there's a sense of a code of honour, even if they are scurvy dogs. And of course, if it gets boring, we have doldrums, carousing events. Nothing to do, my lads, but until we can sail again, amuse yourself. See, I knew that me losing my voice there would come in useful. And we've got pirate combat variations, so different types of. So essentially, here's how to use the sort of like the atypical weapons of a Conan game aboard a ship. Essentially, what they use, and of course, more tables. Sea weather, always useful, and then random events and carousing events. Because if there's one thing that the Conan role-playing game is known for, it's carousing in between events, in between adventures. We have a whole section on ship combat, and how is that handled. So a guide to ship direction and wind direction, and how to handle all of that. So, because essentially at some point sooner or later, you've got a pirate campaign, you are going to be going up against other ships. And we've got ship combat weapons, so Argosian fire, ballistas, corvuses, grapples, iron claws, so on, and also accompanied by a note on ship tactics. So yeah, everything you really need, backed up of course by an example of play. Very useful because, hey, this is a new rule system, how does this work? And ships of the Iberian Age and the types available. With all complete stats and so on, and of course backing characters for Kickstarter. So yeah, that's Conan the Pirate for Robert E. Howard's Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed of, published by Modiphius Entertainment. I look forward to giving this a review. I've got plenty of Conan books to dig into before then, but it is on the list further down. Anyway, thanks for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings out here in the Nook, where you'll see me with a box and a book or game which I will unbox and just about to the best extent of my knowledge, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, and sometimes a cat who is not ours, then please do hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another unboxing. Bye for now.